Guys, we are at war. Remember Lillee Jean, that influencer who faked her whole life? Now she's accusing Primink of being AI generated and running a content farm. Not sure where she got that idea from. She had all these photos on magazines. Even the paparazzi were after her, like, it definitely wasn't her mom taking those pictures. She had over 1 million followers, but no one knew who this girl was. And the reason I'm even talking about this is because 4 years later, behind the scenes, she's been battling Primink for the better half of 4 years. So war was declared. We got drafted, boys. So as Primink mentioned in his video, this makeup influencer, or should I say made up influencer, she's had some changes over the years. The main thing she's been trying to push for more is acting.
Yeah, Mr. White.
And you know what, Primink said in his video he found it a bit cringe, but I'm gonna disagree. I think she's pretty good here.
I'm gonna go home, stick some coke up my pussy, and you can go back to sticking your champagne flutes up your rose-colored, candy-smelling, fucking disgusting Snow White assholes!
Well, at least we know she doesn't do method acting, that's for sure. Primink found all of this after he was made aware that Lillee Jean was making a project called Bullyish, which was meant to be a documentary about how her life has been ruined from Primink's video. But this was something she just never dropped, only trailers for it. I mean, to be fair, she is pretty busy. If you look at her IMDb page, it's just full of projects by her. I don't know, maybe she keeps starting a project and then moving on. Honestly, I get that, I respect that. But you'd probably think the one thing you would avoid is faking any more of your online presence, right? Because that's what made you infamous. Well, when Primink was making his follow-up video, he noticed some articles that were looking a little sus. He went onto the journalist page and noticed two things. The first, that the titles and questions were very similar, and the second point being that a lot of these actors were up and coming with not a whole lot of followers, so it's kind of like they had paid for it to boost themselves up in Google search. So Primink reached out to these journalists to try find out more. A journalist called Cynthia replied to him saying that it was free, but it wasn't her who chose, it was the editors. She chose the questions and then the editors chose the person. Then he messaged a journalist called Gigi who had wrote an article on Lillee Jean and asked how much it would cost, and he was told $500. But this wasn't enough, so he went deeper. He spent a lot of time on Fiverr until he came across an account called Penguins for Hire, offering interviews for Authority magazine, which happens to be the same one Lillee Jean was interviewed for. So he looked up an article that was written by Yitzy Wiener, who, weirdly enough, also wrote one of Lillee Jean's articles. And then get this, he read the reviews of this product and found a negative review of the journalist Gigi, who also wrote an article for Lillee Jean. Now at this point we can't 100% confirm if she did it or not, but again, it's up for you to decide. I think I've come to my own conclusion though. Talking about theories though, there's a bit of a weird thing going on with her whole friend group comment section. If you didn't know, back in Primink's video, he explained that there was all these fake accounts. They were her friends, but it seemed like they actually weren't. And they were also weirdly stereotypical, like racist and stuff. Well, she's still doing it to this day, unless you think these are real comments. But one of these comments on his channel accused him of being or using a content farm, insinuating that Primink is AI. All I'd say to that is, guys, can you stop saying I live in Dundee, please? That's deeply embarrassing. These comments were coming from multiple accounts, almost all of them originally commenting on Lillee Jean's video. So we can put the two and two together, but again, it's up for you to decide. Don't sue me. This looks fun. I'm so bored of what's been coming out, so I love that you wrote an original concept. Good going. Hope she comes for you, then buries you somewhere. Kissing cat emoji? Okay, Caitlin1225, chill out. Pretty girl here. He's dead, he was killed, y'all so stupid, do you breathe? Simmer down, moon alien, honestly. She looks so happy. Why is your audience children? I went on Discord server and people are saying they're 13 and some 24. This is a very odd situation. I found this in my feed, and annoyed, I decided to comment. Take this down before people start looking into you. So at this point, they're just making up complete lies, these bots, these Lillee Jean minions. But these comments are just straight up slander. Love you, Lillee, and I'm so happy for you. God, if you make films, I hope she never acts in one of your pieces of crap. I don't know what films she's referring to here, unless it's referring to me? In that case, how dare you diss my cameo as the delivery driver in 2 Doors Down? I'll have you know that that is a BAFTA-worthy performance. Something I personally noticed is that most of these accounts were made either a year ago or 4 years ago. There seems to be no in between. And that's like a point the comments made as well, is like, why are half the comments 10 years old in your video? Bro, you do realize most of us are over 10. Again though, you can come to your own conclusion if you think that's Lillee Jean or not. Personally, I don't think it is. I think Primink is just a hater. So after this, he was flooded with emails. It started with false copyright takedowns, and YouTube took his side because it is fair use. But they weren't done, trust me, this was just the beginning. He received an email saying, "This video has created harm, terrorized a young girl who was 16 at the time and is exploiting a minor. I suggest you remove my client's content immediately. We will be proceeding with legal action." So she was 18, 19 when this was made, so a complete lie. They also tried to officially copyright the image in his thumbnail as well and trying to take it down. Like I said, they were trying everything. They were trying to bend the YouTube rules, trust me. Further, feel free to let Primink Farm know that we have given their real names to the DA's office along with screenshots from their Discord YouTube server, as they have a habit of playing with children under 16 years old. But again, you know, being serious for a second, she's just slandering him straight up. She's trying to throw anything she can at the wall that sounds dodgy to get YouTube to take this video down. She is that desperate. So Primink ended up emailing Lillee Jean and her mother, pretty much just asking for them to stop. He was fed up at this point. This has been going on for years now. They never responded, but he thought it wasn't over yet. So he put out a tweet saying that he was going to be reading their emails on the second channel. It was mainly to just test the waters. It was radio silent until March 4th of this year. In this email, they addressed Primink with his full name, address, as well as Sunny V2's name, which I thought wasn't public, but I think it actually is. His close location as well. It was a total attempt at an Endgame email, to the point where it made Primink snap for real this time, and he's forced to call them out for this.
I needed to re-record this ending because I don't think I justified just how insane these emails were. She tried to copyright the mermaid image. Remember the art? I can't even show it. I would show you it, but she's probably gonna come for me now. She tried to copyright that and claimed it was like the soul of her brand or something. Just complete waffle. That's the only way I can describe it. Complete waffle from her end. Essentially, she's dangling the keys at him. Look, I have this. I don't know what her fixation is with him as well. Other people have made videos. I don't know if they've suffered similar stuff behind the scenes, but it's the way they word their emails too. It's like they're the Kardashians or something, like they're super famous. Bro, it's Lillee Jean and her mum. They're just two delusional cray-cray people. Primink also was trying to make a Spanish channel, and the Spanish video version of Lillee Jean was taken down almost immediately. I don't know why Lillee Jean is acting like this. Like, if she played into the bit, I honestly think people would love her. There is a chance that my video will be taken down. I have been very careful footage-wise, but it could happen. But that's all I've really got to say, to be honest. We'll see how long this video stays up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one.